Hello and welcome to another episode of my American Truck Simulator career mode. Now, first off, I have to say Okay, camera, can you work with me here? Thank you. I just delivered... Stop it. I just delivered over here that cement trailer you see. I just did a job from Stockton up to San Rafael with that. That was supposed to be, I believe... I can't really remember right now. I think that, yeah, that was the third episode in my trucking career mode. This is now going to be the third episode because I recorded it and everything and then quit out of American Truck and started editing the video, and the quality came out as complete and utter pants. So, yeah, I wasn't going to upload that. There was no real way for me to fix it or anything, so here we are. I'm taking a ventilation shaft. Jump in the cab here. Gonna be taking a ventilation shaft from down to Fresno from Stockton. So yeah, we're in a W900 here. I'm just gonna get my speedo up here, even though I don't really need it, to be honest. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. I wanted to try and keep all of the stuff that we did in this career mode recorded, but apparently that's not going to happen. I'm just gonna pull up here so I can get a decent look at, so you can get a decent look at the truck, and I can get a decent thumbnail for my video. Because over there in the corner isn't the best positioning. Turn that off. Yeah, so this, we're driving just a W900 standard W900 in the game. Nothing special. But yeah, like I said, kind of annoying that I just recorded a video and then went to edit it and it was just... I don't know what happened with it, because generally I use OBS for doing my recordings. You'll see probably, I don't know if it's going to be before this or not, I doubt it, but English. I'm going to be putting out a car mechanic simulator video that I recorded in OBS, and the quality of that came out perfectly fine. So I'm not really 100% sure what happened. All I know is that I went to go and get a screenshot from the video for the thumbnail and it came out terrible. And then as I watched the video back as I was going to edit it, like when I was in the cab here, you couldn't even read the display down there in the bottom right that says my speed and all that, my road advisor. You couldn't even read that. That's how bad it was. And I don't know what went wrong. I hadn't changed any of my OBS settings, so I honestly don't know what went wrong with it. But I'm back to recording ATS now, at least for the time being, until I find out what the problem was. I'm back just using NVIDIA Shadowplay. That's been pretty faithful to me. I haven't really had too much problems with that. It's fairly simple to use and generally gets me a pretty decent quality video. So yeah, a couple things I talked about in my other video that isn't going to exist anymore, I guess. It's one way of putting it, but a couple things I talked about. I do have a map mod installed. It's nothing major. It's, some of you have probably heard of it if you know anything about American Truck, but it's called the MHA map, which just adds in a couple little cities in the existing map and changes a few things around, adds a couple different delivery points and stuff like that. At delivery points you may see a truck or two parked around or parked on the side of the road, or different fuel stations that aren't in the base game scattered around a little bit. Just a few little things like that to make the map a little bit more fleshed out, make it seem like it's more lived in almost, I would say. Because at delivery points you actually get vehicles parked up at them and stuff, which is something you would expect to see. Like, if you're going into a major distribution center for Walbert, you're expecting to see some vehicles parked up there and everything, and that's what it adds in. So that's a nice little addition to the game. I'll have links to that in the description. Trying to think of what else I have now for mods. I updated my sound fixes mod. The new link should be in the spreadsheet if you want to check that out. Oh yeah, since the ATS update that SCS put out here not too long ago, they added in a couple little fixes and stuff. You can go to the SCS blog, speak correctly, and look at the release notes for that if you want to know any more about what they changed and all that kind of good stuff. It's all there on their blog and the release notes. The only reason I bring that up is because I haven't been able to, or at least I shouldn't say I haven't been able to. From what I understand, I wouldn't have been able to play ATS right after it came out because some mods were broken from what I hear. I didn't really get to play ATS due to exams and this kind of thing. I had prior commitments, this kind of stuff, just didn't have the time. But yeah, I heard that some of Jazzy Cat's mods and some other mods had broken because they released some fixes for trailers and this kind of thing, and they also released wheel customization. So any wheel mods that people had installed, those broke, and you need to wait for them to get updated. I do have the updated Jazzy Cat AI traffic for the AI traffic and the truck traffic. Those will be in the mod spreadsheet, the new links. And I also have Jazzy Cat released a few more mods. A couple, I should say, not a few. But yeah, he released a painted truck traffic mod. I just cannot speak. But basically all it adds is a few different trucks going around with real life skins on them. So like I saw a Domino's truck and trailer at one point. Come on, turn. Yeah, I saw a Domino's truck and trailer and a few other real life brands floating around. So we might see some of those on the journey. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, and he also released a new mod for cargo, trailers and cargo. He has a similar one for ETS2 that is just utterly massive. The one that he just released for ATS, it's quite small right now. It only has, I think, about half a dozen or a dozen trailers or something like that in it. And I didn't get that or install it just yet because some of the trailers are similar to ones that you would see in like Road Hunter or the Overweight pack that I had installed. There are some new ones that he added in that aren't in or aren't similar to ones in like Road Hunter, but I'm just gonna wait until there's a couple, like for a couple more updates or whatever, get a few more trailers out of it, because I don't see a whole lot of point in just adding a mod for like 6 trailers or whatever, because to me that just doesn't seem like it's worthwhile to me. But you can go and check it out. I don't have the link in the spreadsheet yet because obviously I'm not using it, so I'm not going to put a link to something I'm not using. But it's just his trailer and cargo pack. You can find it easily if you just Google Jazzy Cat ATS mods. It should come up with like all of them. Another thing, talking about the update that SCS put in before, I don't know if you remember, I'm not sure if we'll actually get to see a demonstration of it at some point, but when you're driving in like a city and you have 2 straight-on lanes and a left-hand turning lane, you remember how much of a faff it was if you're turning left and how long you'd have to wait before you could actually turn left? They've kind of fixed that in a way. The way they fixed it is the 2 lanes that go straight on abide by 1 traffic light, and the lane that's left-hand turning abides by another traffic light. Now, if you're sat there at a red light, the left-hand turning lane will get a green arrow first, which means that they can go and turn left into the intersection, while the straight-on lanes have a red light. Now, a couple cars will get through on this green arrow, and then it will turn to a red arrow, which means that they can't go at all. And then the straight-on traffic will be able to go. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction for solving that issue. I don't think it's going to solve it completely, for the fact of what I think they should have done is, instead of making that green green arrow go red and then have the straight on traffic, it should have stayed green, and then if there's no traffic going straight on, left-hand turners could still turn left. Come on, turn. Thank you. But as it is now, if somebody's in the left-hand turn lane and they want to turn left, basically what's going to happen is, if they have a red arrow, but straight-on traffic has a green arrow and there's nothing coming in the opposite direction, they're going to have to just sit there. Whereas if their green arrow would have just stayed green, it would have been fine, they would have been able to carry on. Here's an example of what MHA adds in. There's a truck parked here that I believe is not in the base SCS game, at least not that I've seen. Could be completely wrong, but I've only noticed these since I brought MHA in, so I'm fairly certain that that's an MHA thing, because I never saw anything in the release notes for the new ATS update about that. I have to say, I have mixed feelings about this Kenworth. It has an extremely long wheelbase, one thing I don't like about it. But one of the things I do like about it is the audio. The audio is perfect for it. I just love the audio. That's the thing I hate about it, is these pipes. If you have the pipes on the side, you utterly just can't see anything out of that side when you look out the window. It's even worse when you have the pipe covers on that say Kenworth on them, because even looking out the rear view mirror there, you get hardly any view out of them at all, and it's just terrible. Hoping I'm actually getting this in decently. Actually can't see all where my trailer is. Now I can. One ding. There we go. Didn't really ding, but good enough. Turn on the parking brake and detach the trailer. Let's see how much XP we got. 200 XP, not a bad chunk. One more delivery will get us up to the next level there. I think it was like 190 XP or something from the last job, which got us up to here. Gave us quite a chunk of XP, so we're almost level up. Still kind of annoyed that that last video didn't go as planned, but at least this one did. So yeah. We are now in, where are we? Fresno, I believe. Yes, we just came off here. We're just outside of Fresno. So we will take a job from Fresno next time. I'm wondering if I can get something that goes up to Tonopah or maybe down to Barstow, because I'd like to go through Fresno and pick up this discovery point. So yeah, until next time, goodbye.